Hi, my name is Elizabeth Ciordia, and we're currently in week 8 of Biology 230, Anatomy and Physiology, and it's August 23rd, 2024. And I have my eye here. I'm going to start naming some of the parts of the eye. So this part here is the sclera, and that helps protect our eye from any injuries or ruptures that may occur. And it also helps house and protect and enclose all the structures of the eye, and it gives support to those structures. And then in here we also have the retina, which converts light into neural signals, so it communicates to the brain for visual recognition. So it basically captures the light that enters into our eye and helps translate that into the images that we see. And then here I have the cornea, which helps shield our eye from any like germs or debris. It helps with the refraction of light that's passing through the eye, and it helps us focus on objects that maybe are closer or appear further away. And then in the back of the eye here, we have the optic nerve. The optic nerve is a bundle of fibers that basically work together and work as a communication cable between the eyes and the brain. And then on the inside here, you can see the iris, which is basically the colored part of our eye. It controls the size of the pupil, and it also controls the amount of light it lets enter into our eye. And then we have the pupil here, which functions as an opening that allows light to enter through the lens and direct it over to the retina, and that can change in size as well. And then we have the lens here, and the lens basically the function is to transmit and focus the light over to the retina in order to make clear images of observed objects at like various distances, and it helps maintain structure as well. Let me grab my eye again. We have up here the anterior eye cavity, which is between the cornea and the iris. It houses the iris, and it contains a clear fluid that helps support and nourish the tissues around there. And then down here we have the posterior eye cavity, which is in between the iris and the lens. You can't really see too good because the lens is gone, but it basically it produces and circulates aqueous humor. Aqueous humor is a clear fluid inside the front of the eye that helps it keep it inflated, as well as nourishes the tissues around it. It keeps the fluid pressure in the cornea, and you can see a very little bit down there. It came out when I dissected. And then we have vitreous humor, which is this jelly-like substance here, and that helps keep the round shape of our eye as well as prevent it from collapsing. And then we have the optic nerve again, but we want to see the optic disc or blind spot, which is basically the starting point of our optic nerve, and that helps send visual information over to our brain. And the disease I chose to talk about today is glaucoma. It is a very common disease. Basically, the eye's drainage system becomes clogged or blocked, so the intraocular fluid starts to build up and doesn't drain properly, which causes elevated intraocular pressure in the eyes, which then can cause damage to the nerve fibers and lead to vision loss. Some of the anatomical and physiological changes that you see with this disease, it's a progressive degeneration of the retinal ganglion cells. They are neurons in the retina and optic nerve. The loss of these cells and their axons causes damage to the optic nerve, and it makes it become cupped. It causes optic nerve atrophy and patchy vision loss. The elevated intraocular pressure compresses and damages the optic nerve, and it fails to carry visual information over to the brain. It's not able to, so then it results in vision loss. Thank you.